Hey, good people. Thanks for clicking in to Daz Is Me. And as always, I'm Daz. My opening thought for today is it's not about the final destination. Sometimes it's about the journey you take to reach it. So today we are going to have a cooking segment. What we will be doing is that we will make a quick and easy avocado bake. Very simple to make, very little ingredients. The most time is going to be the time it takes to bake. So I've already preheated my oven to 425. I've assembled everything I'll need to make it. I have my cutting board, very sharp knife. Ooh. One whole avocado, as you can see. It's pretty ripe, which is good. You want it to be firm to the touch where that you can dent it in, but you don't want to be able to push all the way through it. So just a little tidbit when you're picking out avocados. Two eggs. Salt and pepper. Yummy, yummy extra virgin olive oil. Teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And then also basil. Now the recipe calls for fresh basil, and I usually grow basil. But as you know, it's wintertime here in the Chi, so we don't have fresh basil. So I had to MacGyver it. That's a reference to all you kids that grew up in the 80s. But I had to MacGyver it and use regular basil. So we're going to start out with our avocado. I've already washed it, pulled the tags out. Now we're going to cut it and we're going to pit it. This is the easiest way I've found to cut and pit an avocado. Some of you may have better ways, but the way I do it, and hopefully it'll come out right, it keeps the avocado meat intact. So we're just going to slice lengthwise down the avocado. And you're going to take the knife and put it in until you reach the pit. The pit is very big. So I did one side, and I just basically go around it so that it can be evenly cut. Okay, so now we have our cut into the avocado. All I do, twist it until it comes loose. Okay, so here we have the avocado. Yay. And we need to get the big pit out the middle, correct? Well, as we know, this is hard to get out. So what I do, and it's a little scary at first, but once you get used to it, then it's not that bad. I don't recommend doing this when you've had a few drinks though, because you will end up in the emergency. So what I do is I hold it, take my knife with the blade side down. Okay. We're gonna get it. There. Take it with the blade side down, cut into the pit, and then twist the knife. And it comes out easily. So this is what I found to be the best way to pit and cut an avocado. So now we have two perfectly sided avocados. So now we're going to take our baking pan. And I'm just using a regular 13x9 baking pan. We're going to place the avocados in there. And then we're going to drizzle a little extra virgin olive oil onto the avocados. And of course, avocados have so many good health benefits. You have vitamin B5, B6. You have folate, which is excellent for healthy hearts. You have vitamin K and C. You also have vitamin B3 and B2 and potassium. So this is actually considered one of the superfoods, the avocado. So it's good to try to get as much of it in as possible. The great thing about avocados is that it is cholesterol and sodium free, so you don't have to worry about that, and it's low in saturated fat. So now what we're going to do next is sprinkle salt and pepper on our avocados. Now I like freshly ground pepper and salt. This is sea salt, and then this is just peppercorns. I get it from Aldi's. It tastes perfectly fine to me. I think it's like $1.90 or something like that, as opposed to paying $4 or $5 at Jewel's or Dominic's or whatever. So we're gonna sprinkle I like a lot of pepper, so I'm gonna sprinkle a lot of pepper. So does Ken. So we're gonna sprinkle a lot of pepper on it. So we're gonna sprinkle the pepper. We'll sprinkle very little salt, but it is sea salt, which is better than using iodized. We usually cook with kosher or sea salt. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so now our next thing is to get the eggs in. So what we're gonna do is 1 egg goes into 1/2 of the avocado. We're gonna crack the egg. Try to keep the yolk intact. And all we do is pour the yolk and the egg mixture into the avocado half. So we're going to do it with the second one as well. And like I said, be careful to keep the yolk intact because you want it to pour into it whole. Oh, and there we go. Okay, so now, because I didn't quite get it in there, we're going to see if I can get this without messing it up. There. Yay. Gotta love live TV, right? One take and that's it. Especially after yesterday's segment. So now what we do is that we're going to sprinkle, now this is a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. You're going to split the teaspoon, I've already pre-measured it. You're going to split the teaspoon of pepper flakes in half. You're going to take 1/2 of the teaspoon and divide it between the 2 avocados. Now, if you don't like spicy stuff, you can, or you can't take spicy foods because some people can't, you can omit the red pepper flakes. But both me and Ken like it spicy, so we're gonna, and I actually put a little extra in there. Okay, so now, there you have it. After this, only thing that you do is you pop it into the oven and you bake it for 25 to 30 minutes at 425. Once you pull it out, you sprinkle basil, or if you have real basil, you strip the basil, you cut them in strips, and then you sprinkle it along the top, and then you sprinkle a little additional red pepper flakes on it. So once again, it took about 6 or 7 minutes to make this. This is a quick and easy avocado bake, and I will post the recipe on my page. My closing thought is, and that I took it from a line of one of Luther Vandross's songs, If I Could Dance with My Father Again. And the reason why I chose that for my closing thought is because I read one of my Facebook friends' posts today, and she's remembering her mother.